We are so pleased to have back on set today Tom O'Brien, who is the Plymouth County Treasurer, for our section of this program, which we call Treasury Notes with Tom O'Brien. Welcome back.
It's great to be here.
It's great to have you.
I always look forward to this segment.
And we look forward to having you. We learn something new every time. Let's just do a quick review of county government. There's a lot of people that still don't understand the whole entity of why do we have county government and how many counties are there in the state. Let's start with that.
It gets confusing for the reason that you mentioned. They say, I thought we didn't have some counties and we have some counties.
Yes.
Here in Massachusetts, there are 14 geographic areas known as counties. In the late 1990s, 7 of them were taken away. 7 of them remain. One of those 7 is just the city of Boston.
Okay.
That's Suffolk County, so we kind of consider themselves their own entity, their own enterprise.
Yep.
And then we have the 6 active, flourishing county governments, predominantly here in southeastern Massachusetts.
Let me just interrupt. So the 7 that are no longer counties, they could be, but they have just selected or chosen not to have county government anymore?
Well, the choice wasn't theirs. The choice was decided by the Massachusetts State Legislature.
Okay.
They passed legislation that said that they would be assimilated into the state. The problem with that is that the trend over the last 10 years and into the future is regionalization of government services, enterprises, and resources.
Exactly.
And so what happened is in those 7 counties where county government was taken away from them, they have tried to band together to reform a regional government. Some of them are looking at recreating a county through the statute, but the quickest way they can do it, because the statute allows it, is create themselves as what's called a council of government, or a COG.
Okay.
And the difference between a COG and a county is that the county is envisioned and created in the statute, so we follow the state law, and it's already there, and it outlines exactly what we can and can't do.
Yes.
A COG is communities getting together and signing agreements with each other to provide services as a combined entity.
They're banding together and almost pretending they're a county.
You know what? I've never heard it said that way, but that's exactly correct.
Okay, and they're doing it for the right reasons.
They wish they were a county.
Right, they're doing it for the right reasons.
They're doing it absolutely for the right reasons.
And one of the biggest reasons that county government is wonderful is the ability to bulk purchase.
It is predominantly the best resource that we provide to our citizens, other than those services that we have done historically, like the Registry of Deeds and courthouses.
Yes.
Those are clearly invaluable. It's something that we do very well.
Right.
We have 300 years under our belt, so we should be doing it well. Right. But bulk purchasing is where we can directly impact our communities and save them money and resources and time.
So in the past, what are some of the big bulk purchasing programs that you have offered to cities and towns?
So the biggest one we offer is a Municipal Vehicle Bid.
Yep.
And that's offered to not just the communities in Plymouth County, but every community in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and in New England. We actually have communities from Rhode Island, Vermont, Maine, purchasing their municipal vehicles through us.
And that's police cruisers, ambulances, fire?
It is predominantly public safety vehicles.
Okay.
We're going to be looking to expand that out. But yes, police cruisers and some fire equipment and fire trucks, but predominantly police cruisers.
And you're saving towns a lot of money by being able to bulk purchase these items.
A town in Plymouth County just purchased 5 cruisers, and they saved anywhere between $10,000 to $15,000.
Wow, that's great.
Just by purchasing through us, as opposed
and why not? You're getting this exact same vehicle.
You are, and we handle a lot of the paperwork for you.
Okay.
So why not do that?
Okay.
We have a few other smaller bids. We do a fuel oil bid. I don't think people know enough about that, because let me tell you, we got our price on our fuel oil bid, and my goodness, I wish I could get that price for myself. I know communities are overpaying for the fuel oil because they don't know about our bid. And shame on us, we have a hard time of getting that information out to people, largely because they don't know what we do.
Right.
So this is a chance to let them know. So that's another one. There are a few other smaller ones we do, but the one that people know is the Municipal Vehicle Bid.
Okay. And today, for the first time, you're going to announce a brand new bulk purchasing program that you have identified. Go.
Well, so what Plymouth County did is we recognized there are things we do well in bulk purchasing, and we had meetings with the Hampshire Council of Government, Hampshire COG.
Okay.
And we found out that they had a educational supplies bulk purchase bid that they've been doing for a number of years now, that is recognized as the most successful in Massachusetts and probably in the region. And so we entered into negotiations with them to see if we could piggyback on their good idea. And the commissioners on May 31st signed a memorandum of agreement with the Hampshire Council of Government to provide this bulk purchasing contract services to the communities in Plymouth County.
Wow. So any school system, school district, once they know about this, can go through the Plymouth County
Commissioner's office
to get bulk purchasing power for School supplies.
School supplies and educational materials.
Wow.
Yes, and so and I'm hoping that people that are watching are saying, oh, I really want my town to do this, or at least investigate this.
Sure.
Because all of them are trying to save money.
Of course.
And they're joining whatever they feel is the best, and they are doing that to the best of their ability, but they don't know about this because it's so new.
And the supply budget is one that's really being cut in a lot of towns. I know 2 of our towns, that was one of the big things to cut, was the supply budget. So when you say that it's school supplies or supplies...
Paper, pens, pencils, erasers, notebooks.
Right, so it's not textbooks. You have nothing to do with that.
We don't.
Right.
Textbooks are governed by state and federal statute,
Sure.
and there are things that have to be paid attention to in terms of detail
Yes.
and what can be in the textbook. No, this is just general school supplies and educational materials, notebooks, other things are available through this bulk purchase bid. We were surprised at how successful this bid is and how low the prices really are.
Yep.
So if somebody is interested because they're watching this
Yeah.
and saying, hey, this will be good for my school and help us save some money, and as you say, towns are crimping on their budget every
sure,
chance
sure.
they get. And this is an area where they're doing that. They should call the County Administrator, Frank Basler,
Yep.
at 508-830-9104.
Okay, so Frank Basler's in charge of this entire program as far as working with the schools.
That's correct.
Now, is it an individual school? Like I'm the principal in an elementary school, I want to do this. Or do I have to go through my school system, my school district?
So it makes sense to do it through your town
Sure.
because if there is one school that can benefit, they all can benefit.
Absolutely.
And then that town gets a bigger benefit from doing it together.
Right.
However, we'll accommodate anybody that sees a need and wants to do this.
Okay.
I think it would be hard for one school to do it because they're
Right.
part of a bigger budget.
Yep.
But it will do whatever any community needs. If they just want to test it out on one component.
You can try it,
If they just
right.
want to order pencils.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Now, do schools have to do the request for bid? Do they have to?
No,
They
that's the
don't.
advantage. They can
Beautiful.
sign up with us
Yep.
because we have the authority to do this. We vetted everything. Hampshire COG has vetted things through their creation of the program.
Okay, and they've done it for a few years.
And they've done it for a number of years now. I
Okay.
think at least 3, maybe even
Yep.
longer.
So they've
and
worked out the bugs.
the kinks.
Yeah, the
They've
kinks of
worked
the
out the
program,
kinks, and we had a chance to meet with them, review their program, and we see an opportunity for significant savings. We actually looked at one town's budget and saw what they spent on school supplies.
Mm-hmm.
We got a breakdown as much as we could. We compared it with on the bid list, and this one town, although it's a bigger town, will save if they simply join our bid list and buy what they're buying for school supplies now with us, save $7,500.
Wow. Wow, and that's a lot of
And so
money.
what do you get to do with that savings? Buy more school supplies.
Right.
So if you're...
Or put it into another program.
Or put
that
it
you
into
need,
another
that you
program.
had to cut or hasn't been funded.
Absolutely
and
correct.
right now, the vendor that you're working with for this program is WB Mason at this point in
That's
time.
correct. The vendor that they have, and they have to go out to bid every few years.
Sure.
So the vendor's WB Mason, a
Yep.
name that people know
Absolutely.
and are familiar with and
Yeah,
are comfortable
he's
with.
local, yep.
And they have been very good about coming in at low prices to be able to get the business and keep the business going. So
Right.
we just see this as a real opportunity
Right.
and a credit to the county commissioners for putting this program
That's right.
on the table for the
And
communities
it's
of
another
Plymouth
important
County.
thing that county government offers. So good luck getting the word out, and any way we can help you do that.
Great.
That's
Well, thank you
wonderful.
very much.
Okay. Thank you. Until next time. And a new subject.
We'll bring a new subject every time.
Okay.